because he was 2 stacks in the passive, which means
Okay.
1 auto into Devour is like the only way you could possibly lose. So he sits in the brush, lets minion aggro whittle the guy down.
Yeah.
The passive goes back down to 1 stack. He's like, all right, I'll hit you now. So I think he actually played it correct.
Yeah, well, he definitely played it correct, but it's just I was
Even
looking at
that
his
part.
player cam and he's kind of just smiling while he's sitting in the bush.
Yeah.
It's just like, you've lost and we both know it.
Yes, they do. It was beautiful stuff. AHaHaCiK had a great win yesterday. Mikyx.
Skarner, where's
Oh.
Captain Flowers?
Oh my God. Bring him over here, Flowers. I know you're here today. If you want to hop on by and tell us why this is amazing.
Tell us about the butt twist.
You know where the caster room is. You know how to get here. Please feel free to show up. We've got a 3rd headset as well. I don't know if it's plugged in, but you can have
what
mine.
if he butt twists AHaHaCiK into the fire?
That'd be hype.
Captain Flowers would be so happy.
That's true.
That would be the peak of his life.
Well, they're fighting right now. Conqueror, by the way, actually pretty decent on Skarner. He has a lot of AD ratios.
You know what's something I didn't initially think about? The Spire is basically going to cover the whole Ring of Fire at the end.
Yeah.
So
if you have lane control.
yeah, so as long as you can actually control the bush, which I think you can, the other guy can't just keep warding it, right? Like,
Nope.
if you're just chilling in the brush, if you don't get slammed before that, then when the Ring of Fire comes out, if you have that, Skarner's so much stronger on a Spire, and you're going to have to fight him on that Spire. And he
now he's
could
got it. Now he's a real
potentially
champion. This is going to be a really good fight for Skarner, by the way. Gets the stun, ignites on. They're just battling to the death right now. But Skarner, he moves fast. He's got mana. He's got
the
damage
barrier.
output, and he's going to get the fight as well. I never doubted him.
Oh my God, that one came down to the very wire. Mikyx taken down AHaHaCiK.
Came down. Sorry,
and
go ahead.
He gets both summoners out. And he's actually, yes, he used both of his, but one of them is Snowball.
Yep.
Which is up immediately. So if you fight again with a preferential buy, you're at a pretty big advantage.
Yep. And you can see AHaHaCiK actually having to go towards damage items. QSS, in this matchup, you probably want it for the Impale. I mean, maybe. Like it's got some value. I mean, maybe. There's a maybe attached to that one.
Yeah.
But MR sucks against Skarner.
I feel like you just want a Bloodthirster.
Yeah, you probably just do that.
I think you just go towards Bloodthirster because it's not like anyone else is hitting you. Yes, he can Q you during the ultimate.
Yeah, that's the only reason why there's like a little value.
Yeah,
you get Q'd twice.
I think it's just too costly for what it's actually going to give you here.
I think you're right.
But Mikyx just going to be chilling in the brush here. Snowball is available. And you know, there's a couple ways the ultimate could be used pretty intelligently. There is the potential of a butt twist into the fire, which would be pretty funny. So this is something Captain Flowers talks about a lot. If you haven't heard it, what you can basically do with the ultimate is actually, you know, at the end of the ultimate, you can drag them towards something, and then you move command the other way essentially, and Skarner turns, and you create more distance with the ultimate.
Yeah, you have to get them behind you.
Yeah.
They've updated your model position. You've now gone the other way.
Exactly.
Now they're in the fire. You're not. You already eat them. Now they're stunned. They're still in the fire. You win the fight.
Yeah. So potentially you could do that. There is also the danger for AHaHaCiK of if you get too close to the turret and he has ult, he could pull you into the turret.
Yep.
And that sort of play. So AHaHaCiK is going to have to be pretty careful, especially because he has no flash, right? So if you get pulled into that bad spot under the turret, you have to fight and you're probably just doomed. But that being said, AHaHaCiK can kind of force Mikyx off the Spire by shoving the wave, and that's what he's going to do, right? He's got wave control. He's going to push Mikyx in. He's going to take the Spire back, and Mikyx will have to kind of farm it out over here.
He's got his own under his own turret at least, so he can defend himself. You can see them kind of dotted around, you know, down the line. Snowball's in for some CS. He can at least clear the wave, and we'll see what the next wave looks like. But yeah, I think we might just see AHaHaCiK really heavily play for the minion wave, go to knock down the casters, keep it under his opponent's turret. As long as he has enough sort of bodyguards to play around the pull into the turret kind of game plan, this can look very Draven flavored, or favorite even, because yeah, I don't
flavored as well.
It's probably pretty Draven flavored.
I don't know what
salty
flavor that is. Salty. Yes, that's exactly what it is.
Definitely true.
It's definitely true.
Tastes like protein powder, I'm pretty sure.
All right. All right, moving on.
Yeah, that's as far as I'm going on that one.
Mikyx, he's got level 7, so he can potentially look for it, but both the summoners are back for AHaHaCiK. Remember, it is the reduced summoner spell cooldown, so he was able to delay for that, so there is no more kind of summoner spell advantage there for Mikyx. And AHaHaCiK's going to play it pretty carefully. You know, we have seen the trend of when someone loses the first fight, they're often going to just try to wait for the sudden death and then try to go for their big fight there. That can be scary because, you know, you are up against a melee champion who is going to have the entire Ring of Fire covered by the Spire.
Yeah.
So I think that could be pretty tough for AHaHaCiK. but he did go QSS, so
Yeah.
he does elect to spend the gold there, you know, really being worried about that. You know, perhaps he can play more aggressively as a result, but I still feel it's so
And
much
I don't
money
think he
to
capped
spend.
it. I don't think he was able to cap
He
the
couldn't.
Spire. He was a quarter second away, but he couldn't quite get it. Yeah, full Mercurial Scimitar is not horrible. Like, you get some of the stat efficiency back
true.
of the QSS. It's not as good as BT. Like, it's
If
not
you just
close.
complete it.
He'll be able to eventually, right? Like, that money's gonna be there almost no matter how bad you lane. But it'll be worse stats than BT.
Yeah, I just meant, you know, you maybe complete that instead of trying to go towards a BT plus QSS,
Yeah.
which he shouldn't have gold for because he probably has too many basic items, and
Yeah, I
QSS
think
is
so.
pretty expensive. But we did see Faker get a pretty large item build because he CS really well, right? He had Tabbies, Seekers, Gunblade, and a refillable or something along those lines. So
And
maybe
boots.
possible. Yeah, and yeah, we'll tap.
Or yeah, sorry, I misheard you. You were right. Well, so we see that comes through. But right now, AHaHaCiK still farming pretty well, 57 to 37. Sheen's in there, so it's Flowers' favorite build. It's Triforce.
Some Chad Skarner.
Yep.
And I guess it could be Ice Bomb, but that'd be random.
Yeah, I don't think
Crystal
you do
has
that.
got to be a phage. He's probably going for Triforce.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Totally. I mean, you're 1v1ing. You're Conqueror, right? Like, you have to kill that guy dead, and that means you want the move speed, you want the damage, you want
Don't
the
kill
PDR.
him alive. Kill him dead.
Kill him dead.
If
I
I'm
mean,
Mickey,
kill him twice.
I'm feeling really good. I think the fact that
You
you
can take
get
a fight.
bullied early, you are just chilling, right? Like
You can ult this.
you're happy to actually just wait.
That was almost a doable fight. Now the Spire's back on the other side. That's going to make it really hard for Mickey to fight yet again. AHaHaCiK's got a pretty good spot, and we're still a little bit to go. We're going to get the warning pretty soon. We're maybe 45 seconds or so, maybe a minute from the Ring of Death spawning. And you need to get that Spire back in time, otherwise it's very Draven favored.
Yeah, both players will probably look for a recall. We'll see how quickly Mickey can kind of push it out. He's going for it now, and this is the thing. You can actually cap it from the brush on ARAM. So AHaHaCiK would have to face check him to actually go for the fight. And
Stun, decent damage. Does he ult it?
ooh. He doesn't actually use it, but he did use his Ignite.
Yep.
So Mickey, the Ignite, I guess there's potential for it to come back up because I think it might come back up at some point during the sudden death ring. It depends when the fight will happen. But if the fight is forced without that Ignite, that is actually quite big, especially because Draven has a fair bit of lifesteal. He is waiting in base, so I'm not sure if he's going to have enough
That's going to be for
money
BT then,
to
because
actually get BT or maybe a Rage Pod or something.
the BF sword doesn't build into Mercurial Scimitar.
No,
It's a
of
pickaxe
course,
build.
yeah.
So yeah, he's waiting for BT money.
He doesn't have it, so he must have just bought a pod or something because he's just moving out now.
Okay.
Yeah, he has a Rage Pod. So that's what he was waiting for.
Okay.
So he does buy that. He pops it. There is going to be an elixir on the other side here too for Mickey. Remember, watch the minimap. Sometimes it is out of sync with the actual screen. The minimap line is accurate to where the ring of fire is. Mickey's got to get in there and protect this.
Spire on for Skarner. This is a lot of damage. Ult comes across. QS is a little bit late, but the damage is so high from the Skarner. Even without the Ignite, he's running him down. Barriers on.
the turret!
Okay, it still goes to Mickey. 2 kills. The second one during sudden death knocks him down.
Nicely done by Mickey. Really smart pick. And I know the G2 guys have been prepping for this. Caps and Mickey have been doing a lot of 1v1s. I heard them talking. They did a bunch of hours of 1v1s.
Yeah.
So some of the preparation paying off is